Yo, my name is Steve. I'm the owner of TLG Carrier Services and TLG, all of TLG companies. Uh, Sorry if you're hearing the computer echo. It's just starting up, so it's a little bit loud on startup. Hey, listen, I want to make a quick video. It's not going to be a promotional video about anything we do, really. It's going to be a video just about the different load boards you can use really quickly, what they are, and I'm going to post this in a lot of the groups because it seems like there's a lot of questions, and I don't mind helping out. Our company is a dispatch company, so we can help find you freight. We do a bunch of stuff consulting. We have all different plans. So obviously I'm just using my page as the background. This page is actually under construction, so everything's going to be changing. Just a little self-plug. It's www.tlg-cs.com. Hey, listen, so I'm going to start off with the obvious website that everyone uses when you first start out. You know the good and bad of it. It's UShip. I'm not going to go into grave detail about it because I haven't used UShip in probably 5-6 years since I was first starting out. And I'll go into the reasons why here in a minute. UShip is great for people that are just starting. You got to do a couple of things. You're going to be competing against people that don't have authorities, that don't have MC numbers, or that really just don't care and they'll run for super cheap. For me, as a decent sized company owner, it wasn't effective for me to use it and spend a lot of time bidding. At one point I used to spend late at night, I'd bid on 100 shipments just to wake up and get like 2 of them in questions for about 10 from tire kickers that weren't really interested in moving whatever they had posted. I also feel that a lot of the loads that are posted here are not real loads. That's just my opinion. There are backdoors into the site, so you don't have to register. UShip is really quick at kicking you out. So if you do a bad job, they're going to kick you out and they're going to block you and you'll never be able to use it again. But that's a good board to start off with. You'll never make a living just strictly off UShip. Not a living as you could using the other boards. My go-to board is DAT. That's my go-to board. I'm not logged in because I use a different version than you guys do. Most likely I use a broker version that has a lot more detail, and I could search trucks, loads, freight that's out there, loads that are out there, plus posting my own and all that good stuff. But it's, to me, I've noticed, especially for hot shots, there's loads that are either on DAT or they're on TruckStop, which we'll talk about in a minute, or they'll be on both. But with DAT, it's a little bit more expensive on the broker side, so you tend to have, I would say, better credit, but it doesn't always seem that way. But there's a tremendous amount of cheap freight lately that's going, and I urge you guys not to take it. I spent about an hour and a half trying to explain to 2 clients today why they shouldn't take a load that paid $1 a mile. No joke. Literally had to explain to them why they shouldn't take a load that was paying $1 a mile, and it makes more sense for them just to deadhead the 300 miles. Running a team versus 300 miles to get them into the location that would actually have freight coming out. Another hotshot board that is good if you have auto coverage and you can cover is Central Dispatch. Now with Central Dispatch, it's all cars. It's all cars, trailers, RVs, boats, motorcycles, things like that. It's notoriously cheap. There's not a lot of flex on the rates. People, when you actually quote, like when you look, this is just a search that we commonly do because I have trucks in Florida. You'll see, some of these lanes, like these actually seem like they're okay, but they're not really. A dry van going 240 miles paying $1.67. It is Florida, so maybe if you got a power-only truck. But 63 cents a mile. And people will say, oh, look at these cars, they're so cheap. Well, if you think about it, you got a 9-10 car carrier, and you're getting 60 cents per mile per truck. Obviously, you're going to be making money, and that's why some of these cars going to California are like $600. But that's because you could put, it's not geared for hot shotting. What I like to do, and a lot of these are all CODs. Like you'll see here where it says company check, that means it's not a COD. But where it specifically says COD or COP, it means you're going to get paid at pickup or at delivery on whether it's cash or check. So they're perfect for backhauls. And there's cars everywhere that need to be moved. There hasn't been many instances where I have a truck somewhere and we have a partial, or we don't have a load and he has to deadhead somewhere that I can't find a car to go along with it. You just got to make sure you have the appropriate insurance coverage to cover autos, and then get signed up with them. I think all these load boards, UShip is free. They charge it out of their deposits, a big scam there. But UShip is free for the most part. DAT is you can get a 30-day free trial. Central Dispatch, they'll give you 30 days. Once they qualify you, which is one of the things I like about DAT, is they actually qualify. They call your insurance to make sure you have the insurance. If you're a broker, they do the same thing. They verify your bond. Make sure you have the appropriate coverages. They do that at the startup. They don't monitor the carriers when they're on there. So if you are a broker and you happen to be watching this videos, make sure you qualify your own carriers. It doesn't matter if they have 9,000 feedback. It's the same thing with a carrier. If you're going to accept a load that's not paying COD, run the credit through your factoring company. Run the credit, through anybody, because there's been a lot of times. And don't take personal checks. That's my go-to. In my 10 years of doing this, I probably had 4 bad checks. They all came out of one area in Virginia. That's how I learned just to require cash for that particular area. So I'm trying to just go quick. I got an appointment here. And then TruckStop. TruckStop is like the hotshot board. To me, there seems like there's more hotshot loads on TruckStop than DAT. This is my belief why. It may not be the right belief, but TruckStop's cheaper for a broker. So you're going to have the smaller, more independent brokers posting on TruckStop. Not all the time, but it seems that way. You also got to be really wary with credit again, because it is cheaper for a broker to post there than it is for DAT. Onboarding's a little bit more lax. You got to be a little bit careful on posting and things like that, or on credit checking your customers. With anything, I'm going to make another video later that'll describe like things you should look for when you're booking a load, and then the actual booking process and all that. And the thing that I would suggest, that if you're looking to not spend a lot of money on a load board, you're already starting off with the wrong mindset. If you're planning on dispatching yourself and not using a dispatch service like mine, you should have all the load boards. You should have TruckStop. You should have Central. You should have DAT. Central only, obviously, if you're a hotshot that can put cars and trucks on it. A dry van isn't going to do anything with Central, pretty much ever. So you don't need that. But hotshots and things like that, you should be utilizing Central Dispatch, because you're leaving money on the table, and plus it's 30 days free. So if you don't make that money that it costs, I think it's $100 a month or something like that. It used to be 35 back in the day. But if you're using that money, just you'll make it back. I can almost guarantee it. We've been using it now for 20 days with our hotshot trucks, and we've booked 31 loads. So it tells you something. 31 loads through Central Dispatch. So just, if you're a carrier, just make sure you credit check them if they're trying to pay you with a check, or they say they're going to mail it, or they say they're going to do an immediate ACH. If they say that, then that means they're mailing you a check, because they don't do immediate ACHs. Not a single one that has ever said it will do it. You can start using Zelle and stuff to get payments, but that's a whole nother story. That's a good board. So my recommendation, if you're hotshotting, get TruckStop, get Central, and get DAT. Don't get just TruckStop, don't get just Central unless you're only doing cars, and don't get just DAT, because you're limiting yourself. There's no reason to do it. So spend the money or do the free trials for the first 30 days, and then do it. You can use UShip to find backhauls and stuff. You're going to spend more time bidding than you will winning freight. I can guarantee it. There's just so many shady people on there, and people with their pickup trucks that don't have authority, don't have the insurance, don't do anything. And I've never heard of non-payment on UShip, because it's everything COD, but I've heard of claims. I was subject to a claim through UShip, and it was a pain in the butt, because it was a scam. They were trying to rip me off, and they nearly succeeded. Or if you don't want to deal with the booking loads and doing all that stuff, go to my site, www.tlg-cs.com, sign up for our dispatching program. We'll keep you loaded. There's different things. We are entertaining, only doing fleets, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. I'm going to make another video about doing carrier packets. I'm going to redo the old one I got on. I'll do some live videos about quoting shipments and stuff. So if you want to see those videos, make sure you subscribe so you get the notice when the new videos come on. And I'm also going to do, like, there's no other way to say it, the shoot the shit period, where I just talk about random trucking related stuff, because this is my industry. I love this job. I love the industry. Always have, and I leave and I go work as, in private sector or for another company or as a firefighter. I do a bunch of different things. I always come back to this, to trucking. It's a good career if you can make it and you figure out what you're doing. So, all right, guys, I'll talk to you later.